to another Swiggin Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews. Home Bargains is the place to go at the moment. 69p, they keep having these 330 bottles at 69p. Absolutely brilliant beers. All of them have been fantastic so far. This is Caledonian Coast to Coast Pale Ale, 69p, 330 bottle, and I've seen this in the shops at like £1, £2 a bottle, £1.50 to £2 a bottle. So it's definitely it's a bargain price. So I suppose so it's suggesting Coast to Coast IPA or Coast to Coast Pale Ale that it's got American hops in it. I'm guessing. I might be wrong, but the fact that it's saying from coast to coast, I'm presuming it means west. Presuming it's meaning American East Coast or West Coast to English coastline. I don't know. Across the sea, coast to coast sort of thing. I don't know. I'm guessing. What do we know about Caledonian Brewery? Well, they're based in Scotland, in Edinburgh, I believe. Famous for Douche's IPA or whatever it's called, which is a fantastic beer. The Flying Scotsman, another one that I tried by them. Bill's Beer or something like that. If you ever want to try a beer that's earthy, or you ever want, when people describe beers as earthy, I always find their beers really earthy, like really earthy, sort of fugglesy, sort of tree, being described as like topsoil and tree bark and all this sort of stuff. Their beers are very earthy in flavour, very unique actually, and I think it's a combination of the malts and hops that they use together that give it that sort of kind of savoury sort of taste as well. Anyway, here we go. I think this is going to be different. If it's going to be hoppy, it's a pale ale. Ooh, yeah, straight away I'm getting a zazz from a citrusy hop, which is giving me like a lemony, limey smell. Like a hint of grapefruit. I'm getting that earthiness straight away. They've got a very trademark earthiness to them, these beers. It just reminds me like autumn. Like best way to describe it is like an autumnal smell, and that's a really stupid thing to say, innit? It almost slightly roasted in a weird way, like a roasted smell that you get from their beers. Like a nuttiness, almost like a nuttiness maybe. I don't know. Here we go, I poured it all in there. And it's got a lovely sort of deep golden colour to it. More sort of a how would you describe that colour? Like a golden, not golden brown. I don't know. It's supposed to be an art teacher, me. Wouldn't have thought so, would you? Right, so it's on the smell. It smells lovely, really inviting. Lovely citrusy notes, sweetness coming from that. Typical of your American hoppy beers. But then it's got this Englishness coming through, this really earthy sort of like Terry Kay always describes it. He always goes like that when he's describing a Fuggles hop, and yeah, you're getting a hedgerowy sort of smell, but an earthiness. The Fuggles hop's a lot more sort of like distinct, you know. And I think that's what's in here. I might be wrong. And it gives it like roasted, nutty sort of smell. But that could be the malts too. And you're getting a carameliness from it as well, which is really nice, like a slightly burnt caramel. I like it. It smells great. Cheers. Oh yeah. That's lovely. It's exactly how I thought it'd taste. So you've got all these citrusy flavours mixed in with like this earthiness. It is like a really hoppy, or a really sort of like continental hoppy version of Douche's IPA. It's lovely. It's really nice. Getting nice caramel notes on there from the malts that are in it. Getting slight orange notes from it. It's got like almost like an orangey, like a slight toffee orangey sort of flavour to it. You're getting the citrusy notes, the lemony, the liminess. But like you're getting this roasted flavour coming through, this earthy roasted sort of flavour coming through it, and it's lovely. It's really nice. It's very British but very American at the same time. Does exactly what it says on the bottle, really. Sort of medium bodied, Carbonation's beautiful. Carbonation's absolutely spot on. Lovely gentle bubbles floating around in there. It's not blowing my head off. The carbonation works really well with this actually. It makes it so moreish. And it's not incredibly dry. That citrusiness in like clawing away at my taste buds. It's just really well balanced. It's a lovely little beer this. How strong is it? I've not even checked how strong it is yet. 4.6%, yeah. And it tastes about that. It tastes like a really nice session beer. With these hoppy beers you can't always tell how strong they are, I don't think. Because the hoppiness hides the sort of strength. This could be 5.5%, it could be 3.5%, you know. So it says here, a bronze ale with a fresh, yeah, bronze, that's probably the best colour to describe it, with a fresh citrus and piney hop aroma, light malt, zesty, rounded bitterness, yeah, nice rounded bitterness, definitely. From the bittering, it's sort of like medium to sort of more bitter, I suppose. Not incredibly bitter though, it's nice, it's lovely, it's really, really nice. So let's read what it says. We brewers at Caledonian are continually searching for new special ingredients to create interesting, flavoursome beers. We love the citrus and tropical fruit notes from the US West Coast hops, expressed so well in the American Pale Ale, the hoppier interpretation of its English cousin. We thought we would steal some thunder back from America's western seaboard and pair these hops with the renowned maritime malt, the world's best brewing barley from our own east coast. Maybe it's the barley that gives it a bit of that sort of their trademark flavour. Maybe it's a bit of that in there, I don't know. Coast to Coast is a polished bronze ale with a, I like that word, bronze, yeah, it's a bronze beer. Bronze ale with a pine, citric, fruit aromas, malty, spicy flavours and zesty on bitterness. You're getting slight spicy notes on there as well, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting like orange on it. Quite a lot of orange. Maybe it's that kind of. Sometimes you really get the flavours and sometimes you don't. And yeah, it reminds me like when you're eating a chocolate orange without the chocolate, if you can sort of imagine that. It's got that almost like confectionery orangey flavour to it. I love it. I think it's really lovely. And mixed in with that roasted Englishiness. Cracking beer. For the price, 69p. Well, I give it a good. It's nothing. I tell you what, it's not going to blow you out of water. This beer. It's not. You're not going to think, whoa, that's different. But it is a little bit unique because it's got that Caledonian sort of twist to it of their style of beers, which will make me come back to this rather than some other beers that are of a similar style. 8.8 out of 10. I think that's a very strong beer. I think that's lovely. I recommend you go out to B&M and check their shelves. Check their beers at 69p, because I'll tell you something, at the moment they just keep, as soon as the batch goes they bring another one in. You know, it's like when you go to a pub that has one hand pull on. You know, once it's gone everyone's like, what's coming next, you know, it's one of them. But it's brilliant, and something else gets polished. In fact, I went in the other day and they were putting something else on the shelf, so I had to go back. So yeah, anyway, B&M, not B&M, sorry, Own Bargains, brilliant. Thanks for that, nice one. I'll see you around. Nice one, Caledonian.